And you know, part of the problem is that we've lost our understanding of who Jesus was. You know, I was standing a couple of years ago, I go to Israel quite a bit. And I was standing up on a hill overlooking Nazareth. And I started thinking, as I was standing on this hill, I started thinking, now Jesus was a carpenter. Up to the age of about 30, he was a carpenter, right? Now he had to come out of that village, he had to come up this mountain, which would have just whipped me to just get up that mountain. He had to cut the trees down, and then he had to shape those trees and trim them up, and then he had to get them back down the mountain, back into the village of Nazareth. And then because carpenters were also stonemasons, he was not only cutting this stuff, but he was lifting heavy, heavy pieces of wood, logs, and he was lifting stones. Now stop and think about that for a minute. What do you think he looked like? What do you think? Do you think he looked like this effeminate picture that we always see of him? He didn't look like that. He had big old calluses all over his hands, right? I imagine he probably lost a nail or two. Maybe hit it with a hammer or something. I don't know. I imagine he lost some nails. Think about it. Yeah, he was the Son of God, but think about what he looked like. He had bone and muscle and sinew in those arms. You think his biceps weren't big bulging biceps? Big old veins popping out in his arm, thin waist, strong shoulders from lifting. He smelled bad. Why? Because he sweated, he worked. You think I'm sacrilegious because I said Jesus smelled bad. No, he was a man. He was a man's man. But we feminized him in the church. He was a tough guy. And that's the Jesus that I want to be like. That's the side that I want to be like. But we've feminized Jesus, and we've in the church, and men can't identify with him anymore. Not the kind of men that I want to hang out with. They can't identify with this effeminate Jesus that we've tried to portray. He was a tough guy. He was a man's man.